He was called the Sword of Islam. He claimed descent from Genghis Khan. He brought empires to their knees and vanished into the sands of time. His name was Timur. But who was the man behind the legend? A brutal conqueror? A visionary ruler? Or a ghost of forgotten glory? Next 30 minutes, we will dive deep into the life, personality, wars, and legacy of one of history's most terrifying and brilliant military minds, Timur the Lame, the scourge of Asia. Timur was born in 1336 near Kesh, present-day Shahrisabz in Uzbekistan, in the heart of the Central Asian steppes. Though he would later claim lineage from Genghis Khan, in truth, he came from the Barlas tribe, a powerful yet non-royal Turkic-Mongol clan. His youth was spent in the harsh realities of steppe life: rival warlords, shifting alliances, and endless skirmishes. But something set young Timur apart: a ruthless ambition and a sharp military mind. At some point in his 20s, Timur sustained injuries, possibly from arrows or a fall, that left him with a limp in one leg and a crippled arm. From then on, he would be known as Timur the Lame, or Tamerlane in Europe. But his enemies would soon realize his mind was sharper than any sword, and his limp no weakness. Historical descriptions of Timur vary, some from admiring court scribes, others from terrified enemies. What is known is that he was a tall man, broad-shouldered, with a heavy brow and intense eyes. His right leg was lame, and his right arm was partially paralyzed. Yet his presence was commanding. Timur was known for extreme discipline, intelligence, and cruelty. He valued loyalty, but punished betrayal with merciless brutality. A devout Muslim in appearance, he used religion more as a tool than a calling. He did not drink. He rarely laughed. He surrounded himself with scholars, engineers, and poets, but also kept executioners close. Timur was a man of contrasts, the patron of art and the butcher of cities. Timur's rise was not easy. After the fall of the Mongol Empire, Central Asia was a patchwork of rival warlords. Timur first aligned himself with powerful leaders, then eliminated them one by one. By 1370, he declared himself ruler of the Chagatai Khanate, though he never called himself a Khan. Instead, he ruled as Amir, claiming authority through marriage and manipulation. With Samarkand as his capital, Timur began building an empire, one conquest at a time. Timur led campaigns across Persia, the Caucasus, Mesopotamia, India, Anatolia, and even into Siberia. His army was fast, disciplined, and merciless. In 1387, he took Isfahan. After a rebellion, he ordered 70,000 civilians executed. In 1398, he invaded India and crushed the Delhi Sultanate, looting its treasures. He destroyed the Golden Horde, humbled the Mamluks, and burned Baghdad to ashes. His most shocking victory came in 1402, when he defeated the mighty Ottoman Sultan Bayezid I at the Battle of Ankara. Timur was more than a brute. He was a strategist. He used feigned retreats, ambushes, psychological warfare, and precise timing. He knew how to divide his enemies, politically and on the battlefield. His army moved swiftly and struck hard, adapting to terrain and weather like no other. Timur's success was not luck, it was calculation. Despite the bloodshed, Timur had a vision for culture. He transformed Samarkand into a jewel of architecture, attracting artisans from every land he conquered. He built madrasas, mosques, and observatories, blending Persian, Turkish, and Mongolian styles with a new imperial aesthetic. In 1402, Timur marched westward to confront the rising Ottoman power. In fact, the escalating hostility between Timur and Bayezid was initially attempted to be resolved amicably. Timur attempted to resolve the issue amicably by sending a letter to Bayezid, but this letter was concealed by the Karakhanids, preventing it from reaching Bayezid. Unaware of this letter, Bayezid, believing Timur clearly coveted his lands, wrote him a letter full of insults. Observing Timur's approach in these correspondences, we can perhaps observe that if the first letter had reached Bayezid, peace might have been possible, and the Battle of Ankara might never have occurred. Although Bayezid realized this and apologized for the insults he had uttered, he did not back down due to the failure to extradite the rebel lords who had rebelled against Timur and sought refuge with Bayezid, and Bayezid's refusal to seek peace. When we examine the correspondence between Timur and Bayezid, we can understand the issue better.
Timur, Bayezid the Thunderbolt, ruler of the lands of Rum, know that we are a ruler who, with our might and power, has made the largest part of the human world our subjects. We have accomplished this unprecedented task alone. Unlike you, we have not inherited lands from our fathers. Come to your senses and expel Kara Yusuf and Ahmet Chelayir from your lands. You must have heard of the fate of the rulers who defied our commands. You too should beware of entering among those rulers.
Bayezid, O old dog, you are a more vehement infidel than the infidels of the Tekfur. In your letter you sought to frighten us and deceive us with deception. Do not compare the Ottoman sultans to the Persian sultans. Ottoman soldiers are neither ordinary people like the Tatars of the Kipchak lands, nor are they idle, wandering mobs like the Indian communities. Ottoman soldiers are too honorable to be patriotic and devastated like the soldiers of Iraq and Khorasan. Similarly, do not compare the Ottoman soldiers to the soldiers of Damascus and Aleppo, Mamluks. Whoever flees the battlefield after receiving this letter, may his wife divorce him with 3 divorces.
Timur saw this letter, he went crazy, and attacked. The two giants clashed near Ankara. Bayezid's forces were larger, but Timur's tactics prevailed. Bayezid was captured, placed in a gilded cage, humiliated, and later died in captivity. The Ottoman Empire entered a decade of civil war, the interregnum. In 1405, Timur set out for one final campaign, against Ming China. But he fell ill on the road and died before reaching his goal. He was buried in Samarkand, in the Gur-e-Amir mausoleum, a silent giant finally at rest. Timur left behind a shattered landscape and an enduring legend. Some call him a hero, others a butcher, but none can deny Timur changed history. What do you think? Was Timur a genius or a monster? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold history.